FaZe clan nearly got knocked out of the major. Yekindar could have teamed up with S1MPLE, FL4MUS Joins OG, and the results of the Budapest Major Stage 1. Hello there friends, this is CS2 News Hub. Without further ado, let's get straight to it. And we shall start today's video with something unusual, as always. Recently it became known that ESIC partnered with a famous betting website and a casino. Yeah, the same one that sponsors Vitality. And now this casino and betting company is officially the anti-corruption partner of ESIC. I mean, there's really no point asking the community what they think. They've once again confirmed ESIC's professionalism in their own way. The best comment came from the former iBuyPower player Swag, who jokingly offered himself as a candidate for their anti-match fixing committee. Just a reminder, Swag is one of the 4 iBuyPower players who were banned for match fixing 10 years ago. And if that actually happens, I honestly wouldn't be surprised. By the way, do you know what ESIC's new partner, S1MPLE, Yekindar and Perfecto all have in common? All of them could have ended up in the same org. In a recent interview, Yekindar confirmed that he really could have joined a team with S1MPLE and Perfecto instead of signing with FURIA, but chose to gain experience on the tier 1 scene. He said he really wanted to play with Sasha and he and Perfecto together are very close friends, but ultimately he chose the experience of playing under Fallen, and now he doesn't regret it. You might ask, where does this casino fit in? So according to rumors, they might have sponsored that potential S1MPLE lineup, and the coach also according to the rumors would have been Finn, who just left VP. Speaking of former VP coaches, recently Parivision players talked about how their coach motivates them and what his methods are like. You might have noticed what happened on the broadcasts. So apparently he's similar to the classic childhood football coaches, you know, who everyone remembers. At least that's how Bill Chonak described him. According to the player, Dastan doesn't filter his words at all, and he can call players anything he wants, including the worst words. But the team doesn't mind, because they believe the coach is the one who wants to win more than anyone, and he kinda gets emotional, so that's okay. Dastan also recently explained his own motivation. It's pretty simple. He doesn't want to open HLTV one day and see that some of his former players reached 30 years old with only one major appearance and no achievements whatsoever. That's why Dastan is so strict. He wants them to build real careers. Personally, I think the results justify the methods. Guys, what do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Now, my friends, another coach-related topic, which came from Norbert, the new HO2 player. On a recent exclusive podcast, he shared his thoughts about Zonic. According to Norbert, you can't call the Falcons' coach a PE teacher, because, as he put it, if he were, he wouldn't have won 5 majors. And I mean, Norbert's not wrong. But lately, either Zonic's methods changed, or they simply stopped working, judging by the team's results. Norbert also talked about his new team, HO2. He said they aren't a tier 1 or tier 2 org yet, more like somewhere in the middle, but he believes they shouldn't be underestimated and they will soon break through the invisible barrier. He also commented on the major. According to him, he wants FURIA to win, but they won't, just like Falcons, Spirit or Vitality. He added that the first 2 stages are extremely boring and even minors or RMR events had more interesting matches. And finally, he said it's time to remove best of ones. Otherwise, we'll keep seeing favorites lose random rounds and just get eliminated. Though he admits that from a viewer's perspective, best of ones feel more exciting. But as a player, losing like that hurts a lot. Meanwhile, Sponge doesn't think so. In his opinion, in this stage, all matches should be best of 1, because teams with such poor results don't deserve to play best of 3s. Speaking of former VP players, we can't ignore Flamus, who is finally free and has joined OG. For now, he's there on the loan. loan. But if things go well, OG will likely buy him out. In VP's official statement, they said that they've considered many offers, evaluated each team's prospects, and chose the best option. Flamus himself hasn't commented yet. Most likely he's busy preparing his upcoming events, with a LAN and then a CCT right around the corner. The community, however, was thrilled to see Flamus return to the bigger scene. James Banks said he wants to see him back at his peak, and he hopes that his skills will be used properly. And it's very likely that Cadian can unlock Flamus in the new lineup, at least we hope so. Now moving on to the major, all teams advancing to stage 2 are already known. With a 3-1 score, we've got Ninjas in Pyjamas, Bait and Fnatic who made it through. FaZe, on the other hand, ran into real trouble. At one point they were on the brink of elimination after going 1-2. They barely beat Red Canids in overtimes on Nuke, and as Kerrigan later explained, despite all their practice against higher level teams, the moment pressure hits, they start losing initiative when it comes. Later, FaZe Clan won their next match against Fluxo, and the Brazilians were eliminated. Ironically, they started 2-0. Despite all the issues and Brokey essentially not playing to his level, FaZe managed to reach the next stage, with which we congratulate them. Parivision faced similar problems. They beat Legacy in overtimes in their deciding match, with Nota securing an eco ace that helped them to come back from 5-11 on the decider. It was a pure thriller of a match. Imperial also made it through with 3-2, defeating Energy in their final match. So the Americans' magic simply ran out. They couldn't beat the Brazilians, and now they're packing their bags. Among the eliminated teams we have the Huns, Red Canids and GamerLegion, whose coach dramatically threw the strat book into the trash right after the loss to PVISION, basically claiming that if the players don't perform, no tactic can save them. As always, the Opera got the most criticism. He once again failed to meet expectations, which led former team Opera Slant to mock his old team and Hypex as well. Other eliminated teams include Fluxo, Energy and Legacy, all of whom lost their final matches. The first matchups of Stage 2 of Budapest Major are Astralis vs Ninjas in Pyjamas, 3D Max vs Fnatic, Passion UA vs FaZe, Parivision vs Tyloo, and Navi vs FlyQuest, Aurora vs M80, Imperial vs MIBR, which is a Brazilian derby right at the start, and Team Liquid vs Bait. That's all for today, my friends. Thank you for watching. What do you think of Budapest Major so far? Tell us please in the comments below. And also don't forget to hit the like button and follow our channel. We're not saying goodbye for a long time, my friends. See you soon.